Experiences with workplace diversity. When we encounter diversity, our personal biases, individual preferences, and assumptions can create tensions within us, and they can become barriers to demonstrating respect. Not all differences create tension, yet there are differences in people, culture, perspectives, and approaches to certain situations that may challenge us and make us feel uncomfortable. We refer to this discomfort as diversity-related tension. What experiences do you have with diversity in your organization? What are the characteristics of a person you find easy to work with? How do you respond to these people? What are the characteristics of a person you find challenging to work with? How do you respond to these people? In the following slides, we're going to be looking at a model that you can use to manage workplace diversity. We will be exploring the essence of respect in the workplace, Valerie Wilson's respect management principles and skills model. Using this model, we will go through an encounter of what we would consider respect or disrespect and look at the dimensions of that situation. The respect management principles will guide your intentions to demonstrate respect. We will define diversity dimensions, distinguish facts, manage diversity-related tension, and then also develop respect management skills, which will manage your behaviors to have their intended impact. So let's take a look. The first piece is thinking about our personal impact as managers. So essentially, this is about admitting that you are uncomfortable, challenging your reactions, and examining your intent. Perhaps you could ask yourself questions such as, what is causing you to feel uncomfortable? How are you displaying this tension? How might your reaction be based on facts, biases, assumptions, or traditional ways of thinking? And thinking about your words and actions, and are you putting respect at risk? Most importantly, what are your desired results going into a conversation? Once you've thought about your personal impact, the next step is to think about how you go about engaging the other person. Do you seek to understand the thoughts, feelings, and perspective of others and make it safe for others to challenge assumptions, biases, and traditional thinking? In this way, you could explore different perspectives or points of view. You could engage through a listening and empathetic ear, and you should be willing to share your perspectives. You could ask yourself, have I considered others' perspectives? Am I willing to listen? How can others contribute to the conversation? What are the differences and similarities in our perspectives? Am I willing to share my perspectives for others to consider? Am I willing to let others challenge my perspective? So we've managed our personal impact. We've thought about how we will engage others. Let's look at how we can leverage our differences. Leveraging differences is a skill that transitions us from depending or focusing on our personal biases, assumptions, and traditional thinking to focusing on our mutual purpose. In leveraging our differences, we think about our new ideas, our diverse experiences, and embrace fresh perspective. We could think about whether we have heard everybody's ideas, thinking about our business needs and requirements, what we are trying to achieve and the results we're trying to achieve, our mutual purpose, what can be learned, and what new perspectives could help us engage in this conversation. When we're thinking about the tensions related to these conversations, we have to think about the diversity dimensions, the facts, and the tensions. So when we're thinking about the respect management principles, we have to think about what diversity mixtures might be impacting the conversation. We have to think about our assumptions, our preferences, our biases, and our traditional ways of thinking. And we have to take responsibility for how our actions and the impact they have on each other might increase the diversity-related tension. So we need to really deepen our understanding of others' perspectives, our willingness to listen, our openness to others' contributions, thinking through the differences and similarities of perspectives, sharing other people's perspectives, and contributing to an overall sense of respect. If we can manage our personal impact, engage others, and leverage our differences, we can then begin to truly enhance the teamwork and the productivity as a result of our collective goals. The summary of what we've learned: it's very important to remember that your willingness to view the same situation through a different lens can allow you to understand and appreciate differences. Our personal biases and assumptions sometimes get in the way of being comfortable with differences. And to effectively manage diversity tension, you must take personal responsibility for your behaviors.